Programming provided by Team Weakling. Interested in powerlifting? Visit teamweakling.com and join the team today.
What's good, people? It's week 4, day 4. Here we go. Got a deadlift, heavy single. I mean, I'm not going to call it heavy. I'm going to say it's moderate. However, bench press, 5x2, and then I'm out of here. I mean, coach made it real simple, easy, straight to the point today. So that's how I'm going to do this video. It's just straight to the point. I will discuss after I get myself warmed up and hit that single. I just want to lock in right now. So let's go. All right, so I'm gonna say that I did not expect to pull that in the way that I did. I'm typically wanting to actually take my time and set up for the lift. However, kind of feeling the way I was feeling from yesterday, those pause squats, I was feeling kind of sore and a little out of it. So whenever I kind of get like that, I said it in a previous video, but today I kind of felt like go ahead and do the grip and rip because I wasn't in the mood. Didn't really have the motivation, so the grip and rip kind of fired me up. So I used that to kind of get through. Whenever I'm kind of not feeling it, or I would almost say like kind of down, kind of sluggish, slow, I will pull my deadlifts like that, and because it kind of gets me like fired up. That gets me locked in. It's almost like somebody's staring. They're at the edge of the swimming pool and they're looking at the water. They want to get in, but they're not going to get in unless somebody pushes them in. That's how I do that pull. Now I try to be as tight and as safe as possible with that pull. That's typically called the grip and rip for those who do not know. But the way I look at that is I brace the second I open my arms. I'm braced, I'm tight, locked and loaded. Typically I'd say when the deadlift gets a little heavier is where I would want to do the full-blown setup like how I did in the meet of October 25th. With that being said though, I felt like it was a solid pull. I'm actually happy with the outcome. Now I got to move on to the 5x2 of bench press. I believe it's 259 pounds. So let's get moving. All right, let's go over bench. Bench press is a problem today. This session is horrible, completely trash. This bar path is off, and all it takes is pain. All it takes is for you to feel a little bit of pain. It'll throw your whole rhythm off, throw the whole game off. So, I mean, every rep was painful. It was to a point where I'm sitting here forgetting about the 3-second count that I'm supposed to even do. I was trying to engage with my legs. I was trying everything, man. It's to the point where I gotta do some rehab stretches for my shoulder, and I'm realizing shoulder is responsible for my bicep tendonitis pain. I mean, obviously, sleeping the way I was sleeping obviously is a contributor, but my shoulders, man, the way it is when I'm benching, that's why I try to tuck my elbows in, but it's the bar path, and it's how I bring it down. My press, I feel like is okay, as long as I put myself in the right position to do so, but that's all about how I bring that bar down. So I'm gonna really have to hone in on how I'm bringing that bar down, because having my elbows flared out in any way, it just puts too much tension on my shoulders, and it's not what I want at all. It's just for each set to feel the way that it felt. Normally I can understand when you start off with a set and you gradually get better, the pain does go away. I've had plenty of sessions where the pain does go away. It's the way that I'm benching that's causing the issue, and I need to make some serious changes now if I ever expect to be able to compete at a high level or even near that. I've got to definitely change the way I bench press. Each and every one of these sets was extremely painful, all the way down to the very last one, and that is not normal for me. That's not common at all. Normally it gets better and to where my final set is the best set, but today it's just my body wasn't there, wasn't feeling it. So that's it for bench press.
Try to organize my mind while the world falls behind. Slow waltz around the sun. Every year reveals a change. Looking back now, feeling strange. We all learn to be someone. What happens next? What happens next? Won't pretend to know. What happens next? I heard you say to love is to let go.
Overall, I'll say that this session was pretty challenging through soreness and pain, but I've learned that it was my shoulder and I have to make some changes. So what I'll do, I will extend my warm-up when it comes to bench press. I will definitely nurture it, pretty much kind of matching what I do for squat. I match as far as stretching in general, you know, and let alone the actual warm-up itself. I'll make sure I do the same thing for bench press, just take a little more care, as that's what the body is telling me. Those hip abductors on the bench, I'll tell you right now, it's a whole nother world. I recommend everyone try those. Compared to the machines, it's a whole nother world. Push-ups, the first set of push-ups didn't seem too bad. When I got to the last set, it started to kind of ache in the shoulder again, and I'm like, here we go. So that's kind of frustrating, but I just gotta ice it up, soak it, stretch, you know, take care of it. And then I did Bulgarians, classic Bulgarians. I've noticed one thing that helped me get better at Bulgarians, would do single leg RDLs on to the point, it's like a half moon, I guess, but it would get to the point where my balance got significantly better by doing that. I highly recommend, if anybody has any, I guess, balancing issues on one leg, you should definitely try the half moon. That works wonders. I'll find time to make a video on it. It's just a quick one, just to show you guys, because that's a game changer. So with that being said, I guess the overall achievement of the day was the deadlift. That's why I chose to do the deadlift first. I felt that that is the most taxing on the body and that would require the most energy. Therefore, I made sure I saved everything and packed the punch early. But that'll do it for today, guys. I greatly appreciate the support for those who have watched this video all the way to the end. If you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe and like the video. Share it to somebody who may be in need of coaching. Let them know they can stop by teleportstrength.com. New people tend to go into the gym and they get discouraged. They're just going down the wrong path and not knowing. It's my job to make sure that we can try to find these individuals and correct their path, send them on their way. Thanks again. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.
Teleport Strength. Before you know it, you'll be there.